SEBA Assam Board. Class 10 English. Supplementary Reader, Footprints Without Feet. Unit 11-B. A Question of Trust. All very short type questions and answers. In one short video. 1. Who is the protagonist of the story, A Question of Trust? Answer. The protagonist of the story is Horace Danby. 2. What was Horace Danby's secret hobby? Answer. Horace Danby's secret hobby was collecting rare books. 3. How often did Horace Danby commit robberies? Answer. Horace Danby committed a robbery once a year. 4. What was the reason for Horace's robberies? Answer. Horace committed robberies to fund his rare book collection. 5. Who tricked Horace into opening the safe? Answer. A lady thief tricked Horace into opening the safe. 6. What did the lady ask Horace to do with the jewelry? Answer. The lady asked Horace to open the safe and take out the jewelry. 7. What mistake did Horace make during the robbery? Answer. Horace made the mistake of not wearing gloves, leaving his fingerprints on the safe. 8. What was Horace's reaction when the police arrived? Answer. Horace gave up quietly when the police arrived. 9. Why did the lady's plan succeed? Answer. The lady's plan succeeded because she pretended to be the owner of the house and tricked Horace into helping her. 10. What was the final outcome for Horace? Answer. Horace was arrested and sent to jail after his fingerprints were found on the safe. 11. What did Horace believe about his own intelligence? Answer. Horace believed he was too clever to ever get caught. 12. What was the irony in the story, A Question of Trust? Answer. The irony was that Horace, a thief, trusted another thief, and it led to his downfall. 13. What did Horace say about his future plans after the robbery? Answer. Horace said he would never commit a robbery again after being caught. 14. What was in the safe that Horace opened? Answer. The safe contained precious jewelry. 15. How did Horace feel about his crime after being arrested? Answer. Horace felt guilty and regretful after being arrested. 16. Why did Horace Danby start committing robberies? Answer. Horace Danby started committing robberies to fund his collection of rare books. 17. What was Horace's profession? Answer. Horace Danby was a locksmith by profession. 18. What did the lady ask Horace to do after he opened the safe? Answer. The lady asked Horace to leave the house immediately after he opened the safe. 19. What did Horace believe about the lady when he met her? Answer. Horace believed the lady was the real owner of the house. 20. What did Horace take from the safe? Answer. Horace took jewelry from the safe. 21. How did the lady manage to escape with the jewelry? Answer. The lady managed to escape because she tricked Horace into thinking she was the owner. 22. What was the mistake that led to Horace's arrest? Answer. Horace's mistake was leaving his fingerprints on the safe. 23. How did the lady appear to Horace when they first met? Answer. The lady appeared confident and acted like the house owner. 24. Why did Horace not suspect the lady? Answer. Horace did not suspect the lady because she seemed to know everything about the house. 25. What did Horace think about his ability to commit crimes? Answer. Horace thought he was too clever to be caught and never doubted his success. "26. What did the lady do when Horace left the house? Answer. The lady immediately contacted the police after Horace left. 27. What was Horace's reaction when he was caught by the police? Answer. Horace did not resist and quietly accepted his fate when he was caught by the police. 28. What lesson can be learned from Horace's actions? Answer. The lesson is that crime never pays, and trust can be easily broken. 29. Why was Horace's plan successful in the past, but not in this case? Answer. Horace's plan worked in the past because he carefully planned his robberies, but it failed this time due to his trust in the lady who tricked him. 30. What did Horace say about his future after the robbery? Answer. Horace said he would never commit another crime and would change his life after the incident. 31. What was the main reason Horace Danby committed robberies? Answer. Horace Danby committed robberies to fund his expensive collection of rare books. 32. What did the lady claim about the jewelry in the safe? Answer. The lady claimed the jewelry in the safe was hers and that she needed it for a party. 33. How did the lady distract Horace during the robbery? Answer. The lady distracted Horace by talking about her plans and convincing him to open the safe. 34. What did Horace believe about his criminal actions? Answer. Horace believed that stealing once a year was not a big crime and that he was always careful. 35. How long did it take Horace to open the safe? Answer. It took Horace half an hour to open the safe. 36. What did the lady do after the robbery was completed? Answer. After the robbery, the lady escaped with the jewelry while Horace was left behind. 37. What item did the lady claim she had lost that needed to be locked in the safe? Answer. The lady claimed she had lost her diamonds, which needed to be locked in the safe. 38. How did Horace feel about the robbery when he was arrested? Answer. Horace felt regretful and realized his mistake after being caught. 39. Why did Horace think he could never be caught? Answer. Horace thought he could never be caught because he planned his robberies carefully and believed he was too clever. 40. What did Horace think about the lady when she asked him to open the safe? Answer. Horace thought that the lady was the real owner of the house and trusted her. 41. What did Horace notice about the safe when he opened it? Answer. Horace noticed that the safe was empty, except for a few jewels that had been taken. 42. How did Horace try to cover up his crime? Answer. Horace tried to cover up his crime by leaving no evidence behind, but he made the mistake of leaving his fingerprints on the safe. 43. What did Horace think about the lady's appearance? Answer. Horace thought the lady was well-dressed and seemed like she belonged in the house. 44. What happened to Horace after he was arrested? Answer. After Horace was arrested, he was sent to jail for his crime. 45. Why did the lady trust Horace with the safe? Answer. The lady trusted Horace because she knew he was a locksmith and could open the safe without difficulty. 46. What lesson does the story, A Question of Trust, convey? Answer. The story conveys that trust can be easily betrayed, and one should be cautious when trusting others. 47. What role did Horace's profession play in the story? Answer. Horace's profession as a locksmith made him skilled in breaking into safes, which he used for committing robberies. 48. What was Horace's first impression of the lady when he met her? Answer. Horace's first impression of the lady was that she seemed confident and knowledgeable about the house. 49. Why did Horace take off his gloves while opening the safe? Answer. Horace took off his gloves because the lady asked him to feel the lock and also because he didn't want to be noticed by anyone. 50. How did the lady gain Hore's trust? Answer. The lady gained Hore's trust by acting as the owner of the house and appealing to his sense of politeness.